Hello, my name is Rameil, and today I'm with my father.
Hi, my name is Asher, and I'm here to tell you about my immigration story.
So, what was life prior to your immigration to the United States?
I was born in Iraq. As a little kid, I remember having lots of fun there until all my relatives started fleeing to other countries. So, as a result of that, my parents, your grandparents, decided to leave as well for security and safety as well.
So, why did your parents believe that the U.S. was safer and overall better than Iraq?
Well, the government of Iraq became unstable, which created less security. Law enforcement became weak, and therefore crime started to rise. And also, the other reason is my father was constantly being harassed by Saddam's Ba'ath Party. Being a priest, my father being a priest, and living in a predominant Muslim country, he was being harassed basically 2 to 4 times a week. And at that time, he felt it was time to go.
During the 1970s, the time from which my father and his family stayed in Iraq, there was lots of political instability. Although Saddam Hussein did not get elected president until 1979, which was after my family fled, he was widely recognized as the power behind the current figurehead president. Under Hussein's rule, Iraqi government cracked down on everyday life, from the clothing restrictions to religious practices. These limitations foreshadowed the events to come later on in Iraq. With the overthrow of Saddam Hussein in 2003, Christian religious persecution increased and became more violent than ever. From 1970 to 2015, the Christian population in Iraq went from 15% to 5%. So, how did you end up in the U.S.?
So from Iraq, we traveled to Germany. From there, we applied for a refugee status to come to the U.S. The process took 3 years. And during those 3 years, my little sister was also born during that time while waiting for our status.
So, when you first arrived in the U.S., what problems or obstacles did you face?
So when we first got here, we moved into my grandma's house with them for 2 years. After 2 years, my parents found a job. We got our own place in north side of Chicago. The only problems we faced was culture and language barriers.
And how were they able to overcome these obstacles?
So my parents enrolled in ESL class at Wright College in Chicago, and I was enrolled in grammar school. So that's where we learned to speak the language, and then as well as assimilated into the American culture through education.
My father was able to easily get the hang of his new way of life and adjust to his new home. My dad met my mom at Mather High School in the late 1900s, then eventually got married in 2006, finally having me in October 2007. To summarize, Christian immigration from Iraq to the U.S. is a very important chapter, not only in terms of my family history, but broader historical context. Because of factors such as religious persecution, political instability, and the search for new opportunity, my family and numerous others fled their home country, shaping patterns of migration within the U.S. in the 20th and early 21st centuries. Seeking refuge from religious persecution is a sad but common theme seen throughout historical trends of immigration to the United States. The experience of my family reflected experiences many other Christians in the Middle East may have witnessed during that time period. Thank you all for watching and listening to my father's immigration story.